everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Carr's Raiders. A lot of uncertainty about the future home of the Raiders, but for today, their home is still Oakland, California. And that's where we'll find our commentary team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, after of questions, football is back here in the East Bay and Oakland, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Oakland Raiders. Cooper, the man in motion left. They run with a rookie. Here's Henry. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And Mr. Cooper, Amari, a headliner in this offensive unit.
Brandon, it's rare that you get guys so polished coming out of college. But Amari Cooper has carried himself like a pro probably since he was 6 years old. He is a terrific talent.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. In motion left, that's Cooper. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Okay, Charles, defensive starter time for the Atlanta Falcons.
And let's spotlight Keanu Neal, the safety out of Florida. So big, so athletic. Many thought they might make him an outside linebacker. But I think they're going to use him as a hybrid. Outside linebacker, strong safety. Kind of in the Cam Chancellor mode in Seattle.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Cooper, the man in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. In motion left, that's Cooper. Another carry for the rookie. It's Henry. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Time running out here on the play clock, and he motions the wide receiver. Now Carr. He's got time in the pocket. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's a first-round pick, Keanu Neal. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, Brandon, these two have formed a pretty good partnership. Cooper in his 2nd year, Carr in his 3rd. But what makes a duo great can also be their downfall when you go to the well too often. And this ball is one that Derek wishes he could have back.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. A glance at the starting unit. Julio Jones, a threat on the outside, of course.
Combines great athleticism, incredible speed, and a whole lot of toughness to be one of the better receivers in the NFL.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Bruce Irvin is an emotional, passionate player who lives to rush the quarterback.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Cooper, the man in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Henry. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And now Sebastian Janikowski on from a long distance. He's hit from 61 and 63 in his career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And finding the tight end Hooper. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Day. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down.
Hey, we're going to rally. Check 15. Check 15. Here we go. Wide and yay. Wide and yay. 55. Hey, eat. Hey, we're going to rally. Rally. Hold on, baby. Alert. We ready. Wide and yay. Wide and yay.
On play action. Now Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons are in for 6. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, and as we saw in week 1, the new rule, this one coming out to the 25-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Adrian Claymore in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at the 43. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Ryan, it's caught over the middle. Hooper. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Ryan finding Gabriel complete. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Get up!
On 1st down, Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Oh, good hurdle. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Officially no gain on the play. And it's 2nd down. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He's got time. Looking deep for Crabtree. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did up it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And the wideout in motion. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Got a man, it's right. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Carr. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Ryan turns and gives to DeMarco. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. That means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
In motion is Austin Hooper. Now Ryan on second down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. Past the 20, and they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. And Freeman, not sure if he was a surprise exactly, but he sure took the NFL by storm.
But when you talk with his team, they'll tell you they saw this coming. They knew he had the talent. They were just ready to turn him loose on a full-time basis, and he took full advantage of it.
And now one of the most electrifying runners in the game today. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play act.
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Both the run and pass still in. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They come up in an offset eye. Again, it's Henry. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the drive drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On second down, Ryan. He sets to fire deep. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Gabriel, the man in motion. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. The carry here for the big tight end. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Now it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Halfback sent in motion. On 3rd down, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The first time All-Pro in 2015, Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And I tell you what, partner, I think this guy's going to like running behind his new offensive line.
I agree with you, and you can never have enough good runners. They usually provide a nice little spark with their new team.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Well, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
Here we go.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield. Carr now on first down. Crabtree with it over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second down now after the pass completion. Derrick Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and how I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels: defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the third level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense. Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Throw on second down. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Throwing his car on third down. And he fires one, but incomplete. Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit. An illegal contact on a quarterback, the defenders really have to get in line.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll give Henry another shot. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Carr now on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Third and long, it's Ryan. Left side completion to Jones. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the second time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Oh, the spin. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They go play action here on 1st down. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he cuts it back left. Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Derrick Henry with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Carr will look to throw. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 77 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect.
Latavius Murray, the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown of the new season. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. They'll look. No, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Well, partner, they might want to tear up their scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. Third down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it, and they ran it really well and picked up the first down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Deep drop. He's going to launch this thing way down. This is close to 20. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 66 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out here in the eye. They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So 2nd and 10 here. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And that is incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's 4th down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. To throw, it's Carr. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 on the gain there. And that'll be good for an Oakland first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. On second down, here's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And the defense lines up looking for one final stop.
And they will be playing for the pass in this situation, not expecting any type of a run.
So third down, and the Falcons going with a dime, 6 defensive backs.
Let me feel you. Hey, we're going to rally. Zebra. Zebra.
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
We ready? Wide and Zebra. Here we go. Zebra.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Hello, baby. Alert. Hey, we're going rally.
Now Carr, got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, how about that? I'm a little bit incredulous there. 4th and very long, and they decide to go for it. And what a play to pick it up.
Yeah, what does that do to the defense now?
Somewhat demoralizing, I would say, but they don't have time to hang their heads.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And his throw is incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. In motion left, that's Cooper. Oh, no, he lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And the wideout in motion. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. 27 yards on the gain there. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Cooper, the man in motion left. He'll look to throw. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now Carr going to give to Olawale. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they're going to speed things up here.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. Back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
Well, the play caller certainly can't enjoy that touchdown because he's got to dial up a 2-point play that can tie things up.
Carr will look to throw. Crabtree with it.
Oh, you can't like that!
misses here in the final seconds as the two-point conversion fails. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Atlanta, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Oakland,